Thank you, Bruno Bertucci. Welcome, everyone. I played with the settings this morning. We're starting off alive really well. Hi, everyone. I wasn't looking at the comments either. Welcome. It's Kylie Bertucci, Standing Up Demonstrator in Australia. So lovely to have you all here for another episode of Who Knows What Kylie's going to do today. I moved a setting before and Bruno's like, it mutes everything. I'm like, no, it doesn't. And it actually did mute everything. So, welcome to all of you. If you're new to our channel and this is the first time watching us, welcome. If you're wondering who on earth I am, we are Stampin' Up demonstrators in Australia. And Stampin' Up is a craft company. So we make handmade cards. There's a lot of other things that people make, like 3D items or scrapbooking or, you know, whatever you want to do with your creativity. But we are here to help you to unleash your creativity, help you be more confident in what you're creating, and also to have a lot of fun. So we just chill. This is a very relaxed session, our Fridays or Thursday evenings, depending on where you are in the world. But we like to just have fun, like as if you're here with me in the room, having a chat, having a relax, having a beveragino. Has everyone got their beveragino? So grab a drink, settle in. If you have anything that you could be doing while you're watching, this is the type of video that you could be crafting in the background. You could be doing some loveitchopit. You could be just watching and commenting, whatever you decide to do. But it is a very relaxed, chilled out event. If you are after quicker, faster, no talking, Kylie, this is not the channel for you. But you can head over to our Instagram. I'll give you my Instagram link. Now, this is something I'm trying today. I haven't done this before, so bear with me. What have I got here? Oh, after all of that, I didn't put the Instagram one up. That was the main one that I wanted. Let me just grab the Instagram one. I love it. Oh, you just never know what you're going to get with Kylie Bertucci. Kylie doesn't even know what she's going to get with Kylie Bertucci, but that's okay. That's the fun of it, right? So today I'm trying something new. And, you know, I was meant to be doing prototypes, but of course, I'm just playing with technology. Kylie Bertucci, Instagram. So I decided to create some QR codes, which I'm really excited about because I think it's going to make life a lot easier. Now, a lot of you are very tech savvy now, and a lot of you know how to scan a QR code, right? Do all of you know how to scan a QR code? I think most of you do. So let's just see here if I've got the right one. Yes, there it is there. Bing! So I'm going to shrink that a little bit. So what I want you to do is just to test this first one with me. If you are on the device that you need to use to scan. So sometimes I'm on my phone and someone goes, scan this, and I'm on my phone. Did you know, this is something I literally learnt this week. Did you know that you can have that picture on your phone, so you could take a screenshot if you wanted to, and you can hold the QR button, like hold the little QR picture, and it will open to where you need to go. My mind was blown this week. Did any of you know that? Is this something new to you? But anyway, this is my Instagram link, so I just wanted you to try this. Now, Charlotte says she doesn't know how to scan a QR code, and also Sue. So what I want you to try is grabbing another device. So maybe, Carol, first time watching live. Hello, Carol. Tina says it works. So you can grab another device, and if you have an Apple device, you actually just open up your camera like you're going to take a picture. And what should hover there is like a little thing that has like a yellow sort of link thing that tells you to go and click on it. It should say Instagram, Kylie, Bruno or something. But that is how you scan a QR code. You can also get a QR code reader, but if our phones do it, why would we want a QR reader if our camera on our phone does it? So have a play with that, people, because this is going to be a new thing I'm going to try. So Vicky said, I just put my phone up to the TV, zoomed in, and it worked. Clap for you, Vicky. Yay! Well done. And reader it worked for, because I think this is really important for us moving forward. This is kind of a new thing that people are doing to go shopping now. And I've actually noticed it even on advertisements on the TV. They're like, scan the QR code to go to our website, which I think is really smart, because who shops on their phone? Me! I shop on my phone in bed when I'm meant to be sleeping. Whoopsie, sorry about that midnight breakfast last night. So anyway, that's our Instagram one, but we've got lots more QR codes to come. A reminder that if you are in Australia, that you can shop with us. Oh my goodness, these are so grayed out that I can barely see because my eyesight's so bad. But you can shop with us if you live in Australia. So this is the shopping one. Take a picture if you like, because later on you can just hold the picture. In fact, I could probably even test it with you here. I should have shared my screen, but let me see if I can share this with you just to show you. Can you see that, everyone? It's taking a little while to zoom. There you go. But all I'm going to do is just see where that little button is. I just hold that. I'll just move away for a bit so that it... There we go. So it actually shows you the link that you're going to click, which I just think is so brilliant. I just held onto that little QR code and then it goes, okay, I'll take you to that link, and then you open it in Safari. Isn't that amazing? So if you don't want to move away right now or you don't have another device, just take a picture. Take a picture and come back later and have some fun working out what all these links are. But lovely to see you all here. I can see there's a few new ones here as well. So that's our Shoppy Shop one, and then this is our joining one. Now, before we dive in and start creating this amazing card today, I think you're really going to love it. I'm talking for myself, but I really do think you are. But you can join for the next, it's only like 4 days, isn't it, left for the special? Yes, 4 days left, people. What are you doing? So there's a special at the moment that you can either get the mini skem in the boho blue or the white, the basic white, or you can just get product. So joining is a really, really, really great option right now because you get $149 worth of product extra. Now we have amazing catalogs out right now, and this would be the time to go shopping because you can get the joining special, you can get Saleabration. Celebration's about to finish in 4 days. And we've got so many beautiful things that I need to play with in 4 days. Oh my goodness. So much beautiful paper that I need to collect and make sure that I use, because then it's on to the next thing, which is exciting. But, you know, it's sad when we say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. So, yes. Android phones need a Q app. Thank you, Nessa. I knew that someone here would be non-Apple. We will still love you. In Australia, oh my goodness, so many people are Apple. But yeah, there's a few that are Android. But yes, we would love, love, love for you to join our team. Get the special, be part of our community, because we have so many special people in our team. In fact, this week, yes, just this week, Bruno sent out to our team, we did a fun fold card swap, which is where my card comes from today. So we did a Crazy Crafters fun fold swap, and this is what I'm going to be doing today. Gorgeousness, pretend that's tight. And then we're going to, because, you know, what's fun fold about this? Well, Charlotte said it before, it's got one fold, or does it have more inside? What is fun about this? Well, that is fun, isn't it? What even is happening here? Isn't that the coolest little mechanism? And it's so simple. Now, I want to tell you, I'm going to move my little join now button out of the way. Now, I want to tell you that this project actually came from our online stamping retreat a couple of years ago, and registration is coming up very soon, April in fact. So I'm going to show you this card today, and this will give you an idea of the sort of things that we're going to be doing at the online stamping retreat when you come along. And we no longer call them like autumn or summer or whatever, because we were saying to Lisa and Gina, we're actually usually the opposite season to you guys. So now we're doing session 1 and session 2. So session 1 is coming up in the end of April, and session 2 will towards the end of the year. Yes, and in OSR we did the sunflower. Remember, Kayla? I remember your take on this card, and yes, but with Queen Bee. It's such a good card. See, look, Kayla's still using online stamping retreat. All of the tutorials, the class that we did together, she's still using it for brand new products now, and I love that. That makes me so happy. Now, I'll just make sure, I think it's this one here. Ooh, I don't know what that one is. That's not the one. Oh, this is the one we want. Online stamping retreat. Okay. So what I want you to do, this is why we practice with the Instagram one, because this is actually the important one. This is the one I want you to do. Oh, this one is online stamping retreat. Okay. So when you click this one, you can go and register. Some of you might already be registered, but you know what? Go and check anyway, just in case something has gone, weird in the internet. So go over, register, and then you're going to get all the information on the 1st of April. Well, probably even a little bit before, but 1st of April, you will find out exactly what you need to do to register for this event. It has been epic the last few years, and to have Gina heavily pregnant, so exciting, with baby, Lisa and Bruno, we are going to rock your socks off. I am already creating quite a fair bit. I think I've only got like 3 left to do. Bruno, did you finish your one last night? I think you only had 1 left to go. So it's going to be pretty epic, peeps. And I've seen Bruno's cards, and oh my goodness, they blow my mind. I told him about my card, and he's like, and then he saw it. Jessie went like this when I showed her. She went, and that was the best reaction ever. She did this one. Oh, is it here? Yes. That's exactly what Jessie did, and that's when I knew, yes, this is going to be a good retreat. So, and we've seen Gina's, and yeah, they're amazing. All of the cards you are going to love. We're going to have so much fun. So please make sure you've registered. If you haven't taken a screenshot, do so now, because it's about to leave the screen. And I cannot wait for you to register in April for our event at the end of April. Bruno has put up the dates, but I'll just read them to you. It was, I've even got my calendar here. Oh yeah, Bruno put the link, but I've got the QR code. So cool. So it is going to be the 23rd for us here in Australia, which will mean it's the 22nd because we're always the future. We are the future. It's the same, everyone. So 22nd and 23rd of April. Put that in your calendars, peeps. And the 1st of April is registration. So that's coming up really quickly. Really fast. Now, what else did I have to share with you? What else fun clicking can I do here? So class bundles, that's another one. Here we go. Whee! So if you haven't already purchased one of our class bundles, these come in a pack of 12 classes, exclusive, not seen anywhere else. You get the 12 classes, you get a PDF with all of the supplies, measurements, everything that you need, and you can have a lot of fun with 12 classes. And crazily, it's only $21 Australian, which I think works out to less than $2. I think it's $1.50. What is it? $21 divided by 12. $1.75 a class, people. You cannot go wrong. So go over there, have a look. Even if you don't have those products that we're using in that bundle of classes, you can use it for all sorts of different products. So go over there and do that one. Yay! Carol's looking forward to joining. How many of you joined OSR last time? Carol said she's looking forward to joining. We've got special pins coming. I saw Bruno designing them. Keep an eye out for them. Who else has been to OSR? And Kayla, she said she can't wait. Always has a blast. Yes, it's always been amazing, hasn't it? Every time we're like, what? How are we going to come up with something new? And then it somehow happens. I love Marcy. The thing with the scan's so cool. I'm having fun with it. That was my idea. I'm like, I really love scanning from the TV. I think it's a lot of fun. Sue says, please come along to the retreats. No, she said, love the retreats. They're so much fun. Who doesn't want fun in their life? We want fun. So I think that is all of our updates that we wanted to share with you. Cheryl said she's been to all and she loves them. Thank you, Cheryl. And Helen too.
Hi.
Hi, what's happening?
Online stamping, online exclusives.
Yes, thank you. Well, I'll kind of talk about that when I'm doing my card today, hopefully. But yes, Bruno reminded me that there's online exclusives, which is very exciting. I'll just share this with you. Oh! So remember, you can add this to your starter kit. If you are a demonstrator, you can order these items now. So save some of those. You could take a screenshot of this one too. Take a photo so that you can get all of the codes. But these products are absolutely stunning. They come out on the 1st of April for customers, but you can add them to your starter kit if you decide to join in the next 4 days. Why not? Get $149 for free. Yes, please. So yes, look out for these. We've got some, I'm sort of going to, we'll see how we go for time, but I did want to show you a prototype. But in true Kylie fashion, you know, I became Dory and was like, what's over there? What's over there? I even woke up early, made rice for the dogs, you know, just what happens to time, really? It just disappears. Okay, so I think we are about set to have some fun. What are we going to do today? Should I do online exclusives? I really was going to do Saleabration. Maybe we should do both. Which one should I do first? There's too many beautiful choices. I really want to play with this paper, which is the Favored Flowers paper. Oh, isn't it stunning? I've got so much left, but I really need to use it. I want to have a play with this maybe. But we've also got this beautiful new online exclusives. Oh, I keep thinking that it's March now, but that's so true, Charlotte. I was thinking that online stamping retreat goes live like on Wednesday, but it's March on Wednesday. Oh dear. Kylie Bertucci. Saleabration. Oh, Saleabration's the winner. Thank you, Charlotte. 1st of March, the online exclusive is available, which is Wednesday. Online stamping retreat, April it will open. But I'm glad you're registering because, you know, it's still a month away. I was actually thinking it was April on Wednesday. As you can hear, I have a little bit of congestion. Fortunately, it's not the spicy cough. But in case you hear me having a little bit of a that's why. Now, why is my downward facing camera not working? I should have tested that, shouldn't I? Oh, Kylie. What is going on with Kylie? It looks so good on the screen. Is it popping up again? No. Lovely Bruno Bertucci. I'd love a glass of water. I can feel I'm going to have the little in my throat today. Oh, I got it started. I need a lozenge. Now, why is this not working? Why can't you see downwards? When is technology going to be kind to us? Bruno will catch up in a moment and he'll be like, oh my goodness, I've got to get water and help her with the downward facing camera. How much do I need to do here in this house? I'm running it all. Yes, I'm not sure. Oh, actually, what I could do is this is the joys of trying new things. Is sometimes you have some teething problems, but that's all right. You'll all forgive me. Oh, hello there. We don't want that one. Delete. Goodbye. You get to see all my... Oh, hello.
Is it work?
So, no, the downward facing camera is not having...
Not connected.
It said it was connected. Oh, yes. I understand you now. I thought everything was... I just walked in and thought I'd just go, la, la, la. Can I have the water, please, my love? Thank you so much. So which connection do we use for this little guy?
The iPhone connection. You know,
Hey!
the one that I said, just try to leave that one connected so that you don't have to do anything. Remember that one?
Why would I listen to such great advice? Because that would make perfect sense, wouldn't it? I'm like, I've got everything open. Why isn't it just going la la la? Oh, that water is magnificent. There's nothing quite like water for a beveragino, is there, Bruno?
Is it there?
Here we go. Nah. It's not happy.
It's because there's something... Oh, I don't know what that's connected to.
I don't think it'd be anything important. That was the one thing. I'll have to write a note. That's the one thing that I need to make sure I do in the morning.
Don't touch it, really. Just leave it there.
That'd be another idea.
So...
Not happy. Anyway, while Bruno's working on that, I'll show you things so that he can get that up and running. So what I'm going to do first, and you won't see me cutting it for now. What's that?
Click to start. Is it locked or something?
Yes. Click down facing lock.
Oh, it's on front facing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to have to go to this one.
Down facing. You're a genius. How exciting. Thank you, my love. Oh, you're the best. Chuck out the rest. This is the trial and error of new things, but so far so good. I've got all these cool QR codes popping up all over the place, but you have to just bear with for these times of trouble. Now, let's have a look. I've got so many of these beautiful ones. I'm totally going to use one of them. Or do I go? Yeah, I'm going to use... I feel like I love these. And I've already chopped it with some of these. And pop them back in. Now, just a note to self. You can love it, chop it, and pop it in the clear cases. So just keep that in mind as well. The clear case, just the small ones that we have in a pack of 4, will fit an entire pack of paper. An entire pack in one clear case. I don't know where people got the idea from, but they thought they needed the wood ones. And then when the wood ones went, they're like, oh, now I don't have anywhere to put my love it, chop it. Oh, yes, you do. Oh, that one's pretty too. This paper, oh, it's just so gorgeous. I just love, 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 love this paper. I feel like I'm going to channel this one on the inside. Let's do some Love It, Chop It together, peeps. So all you need for this card, I'm going to do all the cutting first so that you can replicate this yourself. Now all we're going to do is, what colour are we going to go for? I think we're going to go for petal pink. Do you think we should go for petal pink? Or maybe the evening evergreen. That looks gorgeous too, doesn't it? Let's have a look at evening evergreen. And let's have a look at petal pink. Let's compare the oh, they're both so beautiful. I think I like the evening evergreen, which really surprises me because I don't normally gravitate to that one. But let's do that. Let's do that then. So you're going to cut it on the longest side, like so. And then we're going to get our handy, trusty little bone folder, and I'm using my trimmer here to help me line up exactly where I want to go. And voila, we have a perfectly folded, amazing card. And this is where our pop-up's going to go. And we're going to decorate the front. And you could also add like a little piece here at the back if you didn't want it like mine. What have I got here? I've just got a small piece for the back where I've just put that. If you don't really want a message like that showing, you can have a little separate bit there too. Then all we're going to do is come in and we'll choppy chop chop this one because, oh, look at that. That is absolutely stunza. So if you have my card templates, you will know what I'm talking about, but I need you to cut it at the Poppy Parade size, okay? Poppy Parade. If you don't have our card template tutorial, why not? Look at that. Spot on. So perfect. If you don't have our card template tutorial, then you could get that here. Just scan the screen, peeps, and get yourself a card template tutorial. They're only $5 and they will give you such support, won't they, everyone? And then we're going to do the same for the inside pieces. So I'm going to do this here, Poppy Parade size for the inside. Now, if you wanted to, you could totally layer this some more and make this basic white, the Poppy Parade size. And then if you wanted to, so you've got Poppy Parade, and then you could do like probably the Melon Mambo size, so that you've just got like a little tiny sort of layer, and it just adds something. See how it's got like a tiny little piece. So if that, you imagine that being basic white and then your paper, it's just a really nice little matting, and it just steps it up a little bit, but you don't have to. For the sake of, you know, how many we want to create today, we'll just keep it as is. So we've got those two that there. Now, if you wanted to, you could totally add a few more sheets like I've done on my one. I did the layer, and here you see the basic white in the background, and then I've done another layer in the middle, but totally up to you. We're going to keep this pretty simple because I want to highlight the mechanism. That's the main piece of resistance. Now, it's going to shock you how simple this is, and hopefully I make it simple for you. But is everyone ready? I will put a little tab in the YouTube video here so that you can find it. But all we're going to do is, and I've done this in inches so that all of us can just follow this, but basically it's 2.5 centimeters or 1 inch and you're going to cut. Boom, right? And then you're going to do 2.5 centimeters or 1 inch, scoring it. And go all the way along. I think it's 5 times you need to do it. 4. Now the last one, if you wanted to, I actually prefer it to be a little bit smaller, but for the sake of like not confusing yourself, you can do all of them the same. But I just did it slightly less, so like 2 centimeters, or and I actually should have cut there, or 3/4 of an inch. And the reason for that, we'll just do that again. The reason for that, I will show you in a moment. Please wait me. So again, 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters, and we're doing 2 of these for this pop-up mechanism. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this last one just slightly less. Good. And these are our pop-ups, which is just crazy to think that they're this simple. And then all we're going to do is just fold on those score lines. And this smaller tab is what we're going to put our glue on. Now you could use tear and tape or the seal, but I actually, to be honest, I tried all of them, and I found that my Tombow glue was the best of all of them. It stuck down a lot better. So did you see what I did there? I'll do it again in case you missed it. But I really like lying this down. I think it's really important. Score all of them. You could even use your bone folder to really score them. But I just laid down that tab that's a little bit smaller, put my glue on there, and came down with the top one and put it on top. And the cool thing about that is that it's going to ensure that this can lie flat, and it's going to be in the right spot then. And then all I did was, this is not very tricky, but just pay attention, 1 square only, and we're going to put those on top of each other, that bottom square to bottom square. And I don't know why, but I just like it the same one as what I glued. I kind of like them to pair up and be friends. So this is our mechanism here, and as you can see, what it's doing is it's going to open, and obviously we need to give that time to glue, but it's going to sit in the crease of the card. But then when you open the card, it's going to open too and allow whatever's sitting on top here to pop, like so. You ready? So you can see here the flower does need to be folded, but once you open it, you don't really see the crease, which I find incredible because I've used the trimmer to just line down that middle there. And you can see how it sits here, right on that crease, and opens up. And you could use anything in this. This is like, tell me in the comments, is this something that you think you're going to use often for other things? Because I just think this has so much potential. Like even the diorama dies look gorgeous here. Yeah, Margaret says, beautiful. It's just such a spectacular idea. And you can build on this. You can add things to the outside. Like this was quite empty here, which I didn't mind. But you could actually add more flowers. Like there's no reason why you can't. As long as when you close it, the only thing to keep in mind is that you don't want to sort of go beyond those parameters. That's the only thing to keep. Because when it closes, it sort of has less amount of room. But anyway, let's stick all this together so that this guy should be ready by then. And I might even be able to do another one. Wouldn't that be a shock? Do you think I could do 2 cards in one session? Would it be Kylie first? I think it would. Everyone will be like, you're definitely not feeling well, Kylie. Yes, the motorbike. Oh my goodness, that would look so good. I never even thought about the motorbike. What a great idea, Nessa. What else is everyone thinking of? The motorbike would be cool. I think having some sort of animal, which I'm thinking there might be an animal in our online exclusive coming up. And I think that little animal might go really well with our Wild About You, that paper that's, yeah, animal print. Now, with our little pop-up, what we do, or what I've done here, is just basically glued down one side. So you just make sure that the side that we're sticking down is this side here that's glued. So see how that little V here, that's going to be facing away. And I like to stick it there in the middle. So we'll just do this first one here. And then stick that down. And we want it to be on the crease. So you can sort of lift that up a little bit if you want to, just to make sure that it's sitting right in that little crease where it should go. Yeah, that looks good there. It feels good. And then we'll do the same here in this other square. It doesn't have to be a huge amount of glue. And like I said, you can use the tape, but I have tried all of them. And the tape, because this takes a fair bit of pressure, and I found the glue the best by far. The tape ended up peeling, especially if you've got like hot weather or something. You keep changing your mind about what you're going to do for your husband's anniversary card, Charlotte. How many years are you married, Charlotte? Ooh, the owl will be great, Lena. I love how Lena, she's so good. Look at that. That looks really good so far. Yeah, that's doing the trick. Lena always posts on our team group afterwards that the cards that she's actually made during the live, and it's so good to see. So if you ever make these cards that we're doing, if you ever make them along with me, please share them and tag us, because it's so cool to see your projects. I just think it's really fun. Now, what are we going to put in the middle here? Of course, one of the beautiful flowers. And maybe we could try what I said before, just adding a couple extra things. Let's do that. Yeah, I think, Margaret, I really enjoy the Tombow glue. I think the key with the Tombow glue, why people probably don't like it, is just learning how much to squeeze, because we've all been there where we've squeezed it just a bit too much and it goes everywhere and then we hate its guts. But yeah, I think once you work out just how much to squeeze, how much to put on, then it's all good. Now, what did I put on the other one at the front? I put hello, but let's do thanks, I think. We'll do thanks, and then inside we'll do friend. We'll see how that goes. And I think with this image here, I think if we do the border, I'm going to use the garden green ink with this. I think it will be great. I'm going to pull out my trusty little Stamparatus. It's been a while since I've used this guy. But now with this new setup, it's like not going to hit anything, and which is fantastic. I'm putting the water away, okay, everyone? Because you never know what can happen in the craft room with Kylie. Well, we do know. We've all been here, right? We've all seen it, including Kylie herself in the third person. So I think this one, and Evening Evergreen. What do you reckon? I'm kind of channeling a bit of Evening Evergreen today. It's sort of more navy actually, but it does look like a bit Evening Evergreen on the screen. Now, just going to chop this down so that we've got a little bit less here. And we'll do some of the amazing stamping here. So you can just, I like to not get too close when I'm doing the Stamparatus tool, because it sometimes is a little bit, gets a little bit stuck. 40 years, Cheryl. Sunday. So we're exactly half you, because we're 20 years this year. 20. I can't believe 20. I can't even imagine 40. Wow. That is incredible. How lovely. Congratulations. And how many did Charlotte say? I didn't get to see your one, Charlotte. Ooh, little animal. Ooh, butterfly. Butterfly would be gorgeous. Still naked, Lena. 25 years for Charlotte. So we're 5 behind you. That's great. Oopsie. But that's okay, because we can press it again. This is the thing about the hinge. It's a little bit annoying that you've got to be so firm, or I think sort of using a shim or something like that underneath, because I find probably the silicone mat, but I find this one is a little bit too big, the one that comes in it. What do you all use? Maybe this one here might be good, because this one, for the clear one, it feels a little bit too big. Maybe a silicone, couple of silicone mats would do it. Do you reckon? And there's just that little flower there. Or just, you know, stamping over here. I've got to do it the other side. That would be the cleverest thing. Come on, give it resuscitation. Narelle, you just had your 50th. Wow, they're all milestone anniversaries. There we go. Love it, love it, love it. So with this one, we'll learn from our mistakes. I'll just give it a bit of a wipey wipe with my chamois while I'm at it. Yeah, I said to Bruno, what are we doing? And he's like, we're going to Norway. Like, that's a free trip from Stamping Up. That's not an anniversary trip or anniversary gift. Imagine that. We're buying insurance for Norway. No. More. Maybe we could do like a quick cruise somewhere. Oh, so much easier. I could just feel it straight away. It's like, it's a little bit still left there, but so much better. And then we'll do, oh yeah, it should be all right. It's a bit close for my liking, but I'll forgive myself. Oh, you're in Melbourne for yours. Cheryl, you're always travelling. And Dennis and you passed 43, Kathy. Wow. So amazing. So give everyone a tip, girls. What is your secret to a long-term successful marriage? Give us some tips. What would you say it is? What is the key element? I think my biggest thing, if I was to think about something that we've worked on. Ah, I saw you on that cruise, Rita. Was that your? Yes, we saw your door. I was on the same floor as us. That was hilarious. Bruno Bertucci, is that? Are you Bruno Bertucci? He's like, what? Patience. I love that, Tamara. That's a good one. Can everyone give Tamara a big congratulations, by the way? Not only is she a brand new demonstrator, but she advanced 2 times. She qualified recruit and bronze elite in like, how many days, Tamara? Less than a couple of weeks. It's like, oh my goodness, you are rocking it, girl. She's doing such a good job. We'll sure congratulate you. Ready? Bravo, bravo. Cheryl's, I love Cheryl's. Husband does what he's told. Excellent. Yes. Well, see, everything's peaceful once they just listen. 13 days. Oh my goodness. That's so amazing. I knew that it was just under 2 weeks. Oh, I like that one, Rebecca. Communication is the key. And yes, to have God in the center of that helps a lot, because I wouldn't do it for Bruno, but I'll do it for God. I'll be a better person. What colour family does Garden Green belong to? That's a good one, Megan. The Regals. It's very regal, isn't it? I had to think about that. I'm like, what other... Now that things are in rainbow colour, I'm a bit out of the loop when it comes to colour families, Megan. I know, she did so well, so quickly. Oops, I just opened Apple Music. Got no idea why that opened. I must have pressed another... Oh, I pressed the keyboard. It's underneath everything over here. I'm like, what's going on here? I think the biggest thing for me over the years has actually been learning conflict resolution. I think that's probably the biggest thing is, like, I wasn't taught how to express anger, or even to, I suppose it's like what Rebecca said, it's communication, but it's communicating in a way that you actually know what you want first, so that then you can ask it of your husband or your wife. Like, how he can't read my mind. I think I sort of had this idea that there was a lot of mind reading meant to be going on, and that's not true. Like, yeah, we can't read minds. It's too difficult to read some. I don't read minds. So I think that was probably a big thing for me. And just learning to listen, particularly in the times of conflict. I know it comes as a shock to all of you, but listening is not my strong point. For some reason, talking, I have no problem. But for some reason, listening is just really difficult for me. I don't understand why. I don't understand why this is a thing. Yeah, I think, like, and, doing the huff thing, like, where I'm huffing around the house, expecting him to know what I'm huffing about. It's like, just ask for help, or just ask for, like, I have a real issue with just saying, hey, can you do this, or can you do that? Another good thing we introduced in our marriage pretty early on, actually, I don't know if someone told us, but it was a really good idea, is having, like, set sort of jobs around their house to do, so that you share the load. I think that's been really good, because then it's like, I know Bruno's he does washing, and he does taking out the bin. Like, there's certain things that I know are his, and he will look after them. And of course, it's not to say that I can't ever do it, but it's sort of like an unspoken thing where then I don't have to ask, he doesn't have to ask me. It just kind of flows without having to make it a big deal. I think that's the key, isn't it? It's like, you don't want things to be a big deal all the time. It's like, good, that's done. Excellent. Yeah, Kayla, I think sometimes we're scared of emotion when it comes to overwhelming ways in relationships. Learn to process emotions and deal with them. Yeah, allowing them to be. Well, yeah, I think a lot of us didn't. Like, the new generation kids are at least being taught how to process anger. I was just not taught how to process anger because my mum wasn't taught how to process anger. And so it just resulted in a lot of screaming and yelling, which I don't think is a very good idea. So yeah, just learning what you've learnt from childhood and what needs to be undone. Things that weren't necessarily good for a new marriage. Yes, more help. And I think with that, Rachel, it's quite interesting with the help around the home. I think our hubbies are happy to do it, but we have to be willing to let them. And also, we have to be willing to ask for it because I think we sort of assume. But I know even for me, I struggled with certain household tasks. I don't know why, but I didn't learn how to do things properly, like growing up. And I wasn't confident with things like, washing clothes, and I left home very early and I just didn't learn practical skills like that. I think mum having 5 kids, she just got on with it and did it herself, which, for those of you that have got kids, it's not ideal because you want your kids to know how to do stuff when they leave home. So yeah, I've never really felt confident in doing home stuff. And I'm sure that there's a lot of men out there that don't feel confident. They don't know how to do certain tasks. So if you said, can you do the washing? For them, it's like you've just asked them to do, like, can you please tell me the algebraic formula as to how to get to the moon? Because that's how it felt to me when I had to do certain chores. I was like, I don't know. I actually don't have confidence in how to do that. Yeah. So I think sometimes it's just doing a little training session with them. Just show them how it's done. Like, do you want me to show you how I do it? Because that's the other thing too, is we all have different ways of doing things. So we can't assume our way is the right way. Do you want me to show you how I do it? Show them how to do it. Do you want to try it? Yep, cool. Do you have any questions? No? Excellent. Please continue to do that whenever you like. I know. It's like, have you just asked me to do like some serious math equation? Because my face is telling you I have no idea what to do. But I don't want to tell you I have no idea what to do because you're going to yell at me for not knowing how to do it. Yeah, no, that's really good. Being taught, and I've got friends who I've said that to recently. They've got young girls, and mum's amazing. Like, she does everything for the kids, and the kids, they really are like, they get time to be able to do their study, and they get time to do things that they need to do. But I said, you're not doing them any favors, because I said, your daughter doesn't even know how to boil an egg. Like, it's not good. Yeah. And that's the thing, I think, mums just want it done their way. Because it's hard work training your kids how to do household chores, because more than likely you're going to have to go back and do it again. It's so bad. I remember how I used to wash the dishes. I'm like, oh, these are going to have to be redone. Yeah. Mine wouldn't even know how to start the washing machine. Yeah, that's true, Elaine. That's a good way of looking at it, isn't it? I wouldn't know how to start a mower. I mean, I do know how to start a mower, but I was like, no, I'm going to learn how to do this, because if I don't, then if something ever happened, then what do? I've got to learn how to use a mower. All of us are capable of doing things. It's just whether we want to or not. Yep. Yeah, see, the good thing now, and what I'm enjoying with social media, social media has good pros and cons, but I just love that you can go like TikTok or videos, and you can actually learn how to fold, your laundry. You can learn how to clean. Like, it's so good now, whereas years ago, you didn't know how to do anything. Even cooking, like, you could just follow step by step and you can get recipes. Years ago, no way would you have that support. It's like you just had to wing it. You just had to learn it. Yeah. Just two, I don't know what you mean by panels, Megan. But there was those 2 there. But do you mean those panels? So 4? Oh, that's so good, Anita. Her daughter did great thing with the children. She taught them that they were in charge of meal prep one day. I think that's so important. I said that to my friend. I said, let them cook once a week. She's like a 19-year-old girl. She doesn't even know how to do anything. I'm like, what man would even marry her if she doesn't know how to cook? Although these days, there's some really good men cooks. She probably will still marry well. But still, it's not nice to go into a marriage and not know how to cook. It's really important. Just the basics, like just simple stuff, like how to cook a piece of chicken. And Charlotte, you married later in life. He was already doing everything for himself. That's brilliant. That's very handy. But yeah, I think that's really helped us over the years, is having those chores, having things set in place, having a good budget with finances, talking well about that. But yeah, probably our hardest thing has been when we don't agree on something. Listening. Why do you feel that? Why do you think that's a better idea? I get very stubborn and just think my way is the right way, and then I don't hear anything. Because I'm like, no, you're wrong. Wrong. I'm right. And that's not good. I must say, us having a Thermomix though has revolutionized everything. I mean, I love to cook, but I'm shocked at how good the Thermomix has helped me. Because yesterday, even though I didn't eat them, which was very difficult, but I felt like baking. I've been cooking all week because it's Dad's anniversary of his death this week. And I just really felt like cooking because Dad was a chef. And I just thought, you know what? I need to do a roast. I did a roast lamb. I did some baking. And not that Dad would do a lot of baking. He wasn't a baker. He was more like, loved all the sort of... Oh, he did chocolate mousse. He was good with a few desserts. But he loves savoury. So I did a few savoury things. But then I thought, you know what? I want to try something new to do. So I made churros and brioche donuts, people. Yes, brioche donuts with chocolate custard sauce. What even? And I didn't touch them because I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight. It was very difficult not to touch them, but I was very excited to be able to make them. Oh, they look gorgeous. We're going to put a bit of colour on these now. I've got all my parts now. We'll have a little play and see how these... Yeah, that's what I thought. You know what? Dad was all about cooking. He loved to bake. He loved, even at home. Well, cooking mainly. Yeah, he loved doing all of that. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'll show you some of the steps here. This is me frying the brioche donuts. Don't they look incredible? I couldn't have done this without the Thermomix. The Thermomix is incredible because it made all the dough and everything. Look at that. Look at it sizzling away. These ones got a little bit overcooked, but these ones were perfect. You have to learn getting your oil right was the key. Look at that. I dropped it off at a friend's place. I'm like, get these out of my house or I'm going to eat them. And I did Rocky Road too. So, of course, I got to put all the cinnamon and sugar over the top. I was going to pipe the custard chocolate inside, but it wasn't setting in time. So I just kept it on the side. They can dip into it. They can dip into the chocolate sauce. Oh, so yummy. Oh my goodness. Like delicious. Oh yeah, that was at the beginning when they were proving their love to me. I know, that was so good. So I just have to realize that like the smooth ones, I thought they'd be a bit like scones where they'd be fine, but they really need to be smooth and yummy. It makes a difference. And then that was the churros that I dropped off to friends. It was their anniversary this week. And he loves churros. So I made churros for them. It was a bit of a mission, but yeah, I'm glad I tried it because I used the wrong oil. I didn't know that grapeseed oil, I thought grapeseed was the same as rice bran. And the grapeseed oil was burning it because it doesn't have a high temperature point. So anyway, I learnt something new this week, which is good. It's good to learn new things, right? It's good to learn something that you can take with you somewhere. I'll be able to do it. I'll be able to do those little packs up for other friends though. Petal pink. I need petal pink ink. And I need the sponge daubers. Where are my spongy daubers? Where are you, little ones? Sponge daubers. Oh, I wonder if Bruno's got them. I've got one sponge dauber here that I can see. Ooh, maybe it's on this side. Because I could probably just use my brushes, actually. Let's use a brush. Let's use a mini brush. Ooh, how exciting. I've got my little minis over here waiting to be used. This is perfect time for them. There's a reason why I couldn't find my... Yes, peanut oil. But so many people... My sister she still does have really bad allergies with peanuts. So I'm always careful with anything peanut. Because I'm like, oh, what if they've got an allergy? And they don't even know it. So I'm just inking this up. Giving a little bit of colour, nothing too major. I remember looking after my neighbour's kids who'd never seen chips made from potatoes before. I love it. Well, it's just so convenient, isn't it? Go to the shop, grab the bag of already made chips. But it is lovely. Like, there is something special about having... I feel like I need a little bit more colour because that green is very strong. How will it look on here? I don't know. I don't know if I'm a fan. Are you a fan? Anyway, we'll keep going with it. I'll get some more petal pink with the blends. I've got petal pink here. I like pink. I don't really, but I thought of that song. My mother-in-law taught my hubby to cook and clean. Oh, that's very good. Because I remember when Bruno's dad first retired and he was going to be home all the time, and I could just see the panic in Mum's eyes because she's like, oh my goodness, I've got so much more work. Because she sort of had her own life and she could come and go as she pleased while he was at work, and now all of a sudden he was going to be home all the time. Like, the poor woman, she was so like, what do I do? And I'm like, you have to ask for help. Like, you're going to be cooking so many more meals. You're going to be doing so much more for him. But she really struggled with letting him in the kitchen. And I understand why, because he's like so, like, he likes things a certain way. And for her, it was like, oh, he's got to just tell me what to do all the time, which he did. But you slowly learn. And it took him a while. Like, he didn't even take his plate to the bench or anything. Like, Italian family, my goodness, Mum did everything for him. But, she allowed that to happen. I said that to her. She's like, oh, it's so hard. He doesn't do anything. I said, well, whose fault's that? You're the one that did it all for him. You've got to let him do it. No, but I don't want him in the kitchen. Well, you can't complain, can you? Because you don't want to change. So if you want it to be different, you have to be different yourself. You have to let him in the kitchen. You have to trust him to actually get it done. Which I remember the first time I let Bruno do some cooking, and I was so nervous, but he did great. He burnt a couple of things, did a few things wrong, but it's how you learn. Now he's a great cook. Like, he knows if you follow the recipe, you're going to get a good result. Don't make up your own stuff. Do it the way it says in the recipe and you'll do fine. So he's really good. He's very self-sufficient, which I think is great, because then they're not dependent on you. You just go to the fridge and cook something up and it's great. It's good for everyone. So let's see what... I actually really like that colouring. What do you reckon? Even though it's got the green, I actually don't mind it now. I think adding the blends was definitely the winner. So work out where you're sort of thinking of putting your flour, which I think will be good here. Hello, Bruno Bertucci. Good timing. We're just talking about you. So glad you weren't here. No, we were actually all talking about, because there's quite a lot of anniversaries in the house, and we were talking about the key to a successful marriage. Do you have any input for us of what the key of a successful marriage is? I gave mine. Let's see. Let's see if yours is similar. We got very involved in conversation, didn't we? Charlotte, were you gone? Oh, well, hello there. So there we go. So that's good. So all I'm going to do here is actually, and you could even do this before you stick the mechanism down, but you know, either. So just make sure that the whole thing's got to be covered. So I'll probably just do not all the way to the edge, but pretty much there to there. Stick that in there. And then hold it. Oh, Jack asked for the ebs on his vegetable. I love that ebs. So good. Wow, that's amazing, Caitlin. I have a special potato cutter. That's got a husband and a knife. Jackie, my mum was the same, panicking about Dad retiring. So her workload was huge, poor thing. Becky, my husband's a big make up your own stuff recipe kind of guy. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes, well, maybe not. Bruno's tip is have a separate craft room. So the size of the strip is basically 1 inch. Look at that, people. Doesn't that look great? So I did it 5 inch, well, just a little bit less than 5 inches. So like 4 3/4 of an inch. And then you score every inch. So it's pretty simple, and you do 2 of them. Does that make sense to everyone? Is that all right, Margaret? So just do your, you can do it 5 inches if you want to, but just cut it down a little bit, just so that there's no overlap, because you don't want it sort of mucking around with that mechanism there. But that's how simple it is, people. I know. I know, isn't it beautiful, Caitlin? We use it on so much stuff, that ebs. It's delicious. So maybe we could add a little flour here. I don't know, because I sort of want to extend this a little bit, maybe behind here. Just do it. Oh, yeah, I don't mind that. And then when it closes, is it got to close? Yeah, that's just on the edge there. So that's about as far out as you can go. Far out. So we'll just stick that in behind. Like so. And then we could add some foliage. Let's sort of stick it to that, so that that's going to sort of extend that out a little bit on that side. And then over here, what can we do over here? So you could even add, like, not have the flower, you could just add the leaves if you wanted to, but I quite like this little flower here. I But I think behind is definitely the go. Oh yeah, something like that. So it sort of looks like a bunch of flowers there. I think on this side up the top, so it sort of evens out these two flowers here. I like that there. And you could even add like a dimensional so that there's like layers where you're going down. Like, it sounds strange, but if there's a dimensional here, it would be like that. Let me show you what I mean. Let's do it. Let's add a little bit of dimension. I've got my strips here, so I'll use that. It's called Everything But the Bagel Seasoning, and Bruno got the recipe, Cindy, and decided to make it at home, which was very handy because it's quite expensive because it's very delicious, but it's very expensive to buy at the shops. So I'm just adding that at the bottom where we had that glue. And then we go like so. Look at that. That gives it nice depth, doesn't it? I like that. I didn't do that on any of my other ones. And then we'll add some more foliage. See, it's good up in this corner here because you can see you've got quite a lot more extra that you can go. So we'll do that, and then we should be able to add some sort of here. We'll do a couple of them as well. I didn't look, but did Bruno share his how to have a successful marriage tip? No, come on, Bruno Bertucci, we're all ears. We're all waiting with bated breath. Yeah, I really like the dimensional too. I think it sort of makes it feel more realistic because it's like, yeah, this one over here, you know, it looks good, but I just feel like it sits nicer on the leaf and it defines the two sort of flowers. we're all waiting for it, aren't we, Becky? Come on, Bruno. Tell us your story. I knew you were going to say that. That's what Cheryl Hurst said too. She said her husband's just learnt to say yes. Everything's wonderful. If only that was the truth, Bruno. Since when do you say yes? Oh, well, you do say yes, dear, sometimes. It depends. It depends what look I'm giving you. Ah, people, look at this. I really like it spread out a bit more. I do think it, yeah, it definitely, it works. I think that's enough. I think I'm really happy with that size, to be honest. What do all of you think? Could do one more sort of over here, but maybe if it's just the flower, not the leaf, because I think having another leaf, it's like it's got plenty of leaves. I think I might just cut around here. Maybe something like that and have it dimensionaled. Yeah, I think over here, I feel like this would be nice. Do you like how I'm like working out whether I like it or not? I just keep moving. Yeah, it's only limited by the size of the card, so you can, yeah, really go to town on this. And like that's what I like about this is once you've got the mechanism, even if it was like something that doesn't have a die or a cutout, just use like the diorama dies, and you can put anything on that. Like, yeah, just stamp a few things, and you're good to go. Yep, put it in the middle if you have to fold it. Yep. I like that. Thursdays were always my dad's night to cook tea. My stepmom had the night off. He went to the local chicken shop. I think the front facer camera isn't ideal when you're looking down. It's true. I agree, Bruno. We have to find a way for it to focus quicker. Or maybe like I don't have it there until I'm like ready to talk to you all. Okay. So what are we doing? I'll be very intentional with it. So see you in a moment. See you soon. Because it does. It blurs in and out. Ooh, Saleabration order just arrived for Kirsty. That's a bit exciting. It's very exciting, in fact. How fun to have an order arrive during a video. Oh, I do like that. I think that's added the dimension over this side that it needed. And are we in the boundaries? We are. What do you think? I really like it. I'm very, very happy. Hang on. I'll just do this. Oh, which one is it? Yeah. I really like it. You needed to see my face. So we'll add like a little sentiment here, I think. The little friend, right? You're all happy with that one? And then at the front we're doing thanks, aren't we? Thanks, friend. Thanks. Thanks a lot, Rachel. Okay, I've got a few pieces here. Yay, Kirsty! Don't you love it when you can get your craft on? Poor Kirsty, she's got to pull everything out onto her dining room table. So it's not quite as easy as like just going into a room. It's like, no, the trolley has to come out. Luana has to be okay. She doesn't need to do anything on the table in the dining area. How's beautiful Paddington? He's so cute, that doggy. Oh my goodness. We only had him for like a couple of days and we're like, I don't want to give him up. I want him to stay here forever. Cuteness overload. So you saw I put a lot of embossing buddy. Hi, Ruthie. Good to see you. Oh, yeah, that's good. And this is the thanks. Yes. And then we'll get our tray. Oh, it looks really good. Love it, love it, love it. Yes, you do need a room. Kick mum and dad out for good. Just say, no, you haven't been back in a while, so I took your room. I turned it into a craft room. I love it, Caitlin. When your craft room's so busy, you've moved to the table, and then the table gets busy too. It's like, I've taken over the whole house. So I'm cutting to just close as I can. I'll just cut this out so that it doesn't get in my way. And I just leave a small little border, a couple of millimeters or 1/8 of an inch, even maybe 1/16 or 2/16 of an inch. Oh, tiny craft house would be so cool. There we go. And then we'll do the friend. Thanks, friend. How exciting, Kerry. It's very exciting. Once the registration opens, just send me a message and I'll get it happening for you. Easy peasy. But we will have a look at that list. You've reminded me. We probably will contact the ones that won the next one, because that was some of the prizes that we gave away. I'm sure Bruno's got a special list. Oh, actually, I want to lift that up too. Even though I put glue on it. We'll just wipe that glue off with a tissue. Because I actually have noticed that when you try and stick some of the dimensionals to something that's got glue on it, it does have a little bit of a challenge sticking. And it takes a while to dry too. Ah, look how perfect that is. I do want that to be across that whole section though, so that there's no... Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yes. And then very simple, I think what we might do at the front, just so that this is what might we do here? We could possibly have like maybe one of the punches have got like a little border thing. I mean, there's this border here. Oh, maybe I could use that actually. That comes in the set too. So then we've just got like something just for it to sit on. Should we do it in the petal pink? Or maybe even paper. I've got some of this paper already cut. No. So let's do this. We'll test both and we'll see which one we prefer. You know, that's how I like to do things. So I'm just cutting it the normal loveitchopit size, just so that there's, like, I can use it for something later. And I'll just cut it from the middle, because if I cut it from the middle, then I could possibly use this as like a mat or something. it will more likely... Oh, a ribbon even. I did do a ribbon on the last one, but I've already stuck down the, although I could possibly do that actually. We'll see what ribbons we've got, that because I don't know if we've got like an evening evergreen one. Now, where's the top of you? Here we are. Here's the top of you. Yes, for sure. I do like that. I think that looks very nice. Yep. So let's just have a little looky at... Oh, there's actually... There should be an evening evergreen, but I don't know where it is. Brenda, do you have evening evergreen in there? No, I take it back. Here it is. Found it, everyone. You can stop looking now. The other one that's really handy is this burlap combo. It's so good because it's sort of... Because it's neutral, I think we've already gone through one of these rolls, which is very rare for us to go through ribbon. We're usually left with quite a few rolls. But yeah, this is one of our faves, this one. Let's get under there. So there's that one there. I actually think I really like that one, because this one here, they're both quite nice, aren't they? So it would be sitting like so. I think I need your help on this one, everyone. So evening evergreen or the burlap. So it's the evening evergreen. And that's the burlap. Which one would you prefer? I'll do a little tidy of my desk while you tell me which one is the best. Ooh, we've got a burlap already over on Facebook from Kim. Ooh, Elaine. Burlap as well. Tamara's a burlap. Ooh, got a couple of greens coming through now. Ooh, another green. Oh, the greens are taking over. Yeah. I think the green's gonna win. Ooh, it's another burlap. I think it's the green for the win. Speak now, forever hold your peace. I must say, I'm really enjoying having this here to just cut whatever I want from it. I don't know why I haven't done that before. That's the foam adhesive sheets, if some of you haven't used them. Very, very handy. I know that Patty is one to use them quite often. But, yeah. I've never got into using them, but I think they're a winner. Now I'm going to get the tear and tape, which we have 2 rolls of now, people. Isn't that exciting? Don't have to fight over the tear and tape anymore. And I always find that this is the best way to stick down my ribbon. I'm like, what are you? Ribbon? So we're just going to do, because we've got quite a little bit there to play with. So just got to stick it down on either side, and then I could just tear it on the other side. And I love that it's like the tear and tape does this. It's really handy. Looks terrible, but no one's going to see it because we're going to cover it over the top like so. Isn't that great? And then you come over the back here. And I could use a bit more on this side because we're going to be covering it with paper. What other comments have we got here? Yeah, yay for buying more tear and tape. Hey, Brenton, good to see you on here. Good day. Okay, so we'll let that dry for a bit. I really like that framing. I think on its own, it just sort of disappeared into the background too much. So this has given it a little place to stand out, especially because it's so simple. Oh my goodness. Check out the bunch of flowers in there. And we could decorate this, you know, with little rhinestones and things like that on the inside. I don't know if these are still current, these ones. But these rhinestones here would be perfect. Let's have a look and see if they are current. I can't keep up with all of these beautiful products. It's like, oh my goodness, is that ribbon and embellishments I find are my weakness. I tend to not get rid of them. I keep them around for way too long. So I think they're a rhinestone, the one that I'm thinking of. No, I don't think they were in colour ones. Maybe I'll do in colour. Oh yeah, there they are. I know they're the opal rounds. Ooh, maybe I'll get those. I'm sure we have them in our cupboard because those would be perfect because they've got the evening evergreen in it. Let me share my screen with you so that you can see what I'm talking about. So I think it's this one here. There we are. So yes, this one's the one I'm thinking of. The opal rounds. So you could just go to our store. If you go to kyliebertucci.com, you could go shop now, or if you want to, you can scan this code peeps, or take a photo of it, and then you could go shopping on our online store if you live in Australia. Don't you love that? I love it when things work, but when they don't work, it's so annoying. So let's have a little look here at, oh yeah, I'll go and get my opal rounds they were called, weren't they? Let's see, I've got a few. Ooh, found them already. first embellishment case that I opened. So these ones here are the ones I'm thinking of because they're perfectly evening evergreen. And even the, what colour is this one? Soft succulent? No, can't think of the other colour. Let me look on the search results and see what colour it is. Oh, yeah, it is soft succulent. Yeah. Okay. Let's pop a couple of them on. I really think these, like, they're just so lovely having embellishments. There's something really special about adding these little droplets. Like, you saw the space before, just looked a bit empty. And then all of a sudden you add these little dots and it just sort of brings everything in, makes everything look happy and lovely. Yeah, it's just really pretty. You could even use these ones here too. Really, really nice. And then on the back, if we just use some of the paper that I've already got chopped here. Yes, that's the same as the front, isn't it? I've already cut it down to size. Oh, look at you go, Kylie Bertucci. Go, you good thing. There we go. I'm glad someone suggested the ribbon because it is quite bulky because we've got the dimensionals and things like that, but not like so bulky that you're like, oh, that's weird. Like, because once you close it, it's fine. But to be able to go open that and then, boom. Isn't that the coolest? Now, you can change, like in my other one, I actually did it higher. So you could go like 1.5 inches, you know, whatever you want to do, really. And you could even go thinner. I really think you could go thinner if you needed to. Whatever suits what you're thinking of putting on top. But I like the 1 inch size. I think it works really well. And I think it has plenty of pop. Like, it definitely surprises you when you open it. I think it takes my breath away. What do you think, everyone? Do you like it? Yes, it's a stunning card, isn't it? It's come up very nice with all of your help. I think we've done a good job. And yeah, play around with the products and see what you come up with. But I do just want to show you what I was thinking this morning when I was doing the online exclusives. But it's exactly the same, but all you're going to do is just have the different paper because we've got this Hello Irresistible paper. So I think I even pulled out some papers that I really liked from, yeah, there they are there. Oh, that's where my other bone folder went to. Hello, little one. So I pulled out some of the colours that I really liked in this one. I thought this one might be nice for the background piece. These are really nice as well. But yeah, this paper is just really, really beautiful. And I do like that it's got sort of these, you know, greens, and like that would be great for a sort of a neutral card on the inside if you wanted to do that. It's going to be so good having Pretty Peacock back again. Oh, yes. Hooray. Even this one here, I don't think that would be too busy having that in the background. And then you've got this beautiful, like, you know, pink flower. I think that would actually be really lovely. having something like that in the background. So yeah, you can go to town. Even this one here, really pretty. Sort of, because I think sometimes when it's a bit too, like, I like the plainness of this, but it's sort of nice to have something, you know, if you want a little bit more in the background than what's there. But I had the Calypso Coral, but I think this is probably more, everyone was saying, oh, maybe it's Rococo Rose coming back. Wouldn't that be cool? But I think it's more like a flirty flamingo. Do you think? Let's have a look at flirty. Yeah, that works, doesn't it? Let's have a look at the petal. Ooh, that is pretty. So yeah, maybe the petal pink. Bye! I know, it's so exciting that Pretty Peacock's coming back. Now all we need is lemon lime twist. Please, standing up, please listen to us. Lemon lime twist. Such a fun colour. So again, step by step, all you're going to do is just your card base, fold it in half. Then you're just going to cut your 4 pieces. So get your 4 that you think will be good. I actually think I'm going to do this in the middle of this one. I think it's beautiful. You can be the hero. So that one. So do it the card template size. Your measurement is the Poppy Parade size. If you don't have our card template tutorials, make sure that you go over and get those, which is that one there. So scan that QR code to get your card template. Ah, scan that QR code. How awesome is that? I do love this one. I think that should be on the front cover. And then the piece at the back, maybe we'll do this one. And all of these extra pieces are all going to get used. So don't despair. If you have my card templates, this piece left over here will be able to be the basic grey template so that you can use that for other things on cards. Because we don't want to waste any of our beautiful paper, right? So there you go. And that's all that we do for in terms of the actual, you know, card that's going to be inside, like so. And then for the mechanism, you need, what was it again? 1 inch. We need 2 of those. Or 2.5 centimeters, and then all you do is just 1 inch, score, 2 inch, score, 3 inch, score, 4, and with the last one I just did 3/4, so not 3/4 of an inch rather than a full inch. And then we'll score the other one. And once you've done this a couple of times, this mechanism, like all things, it's not going to be so scary. But it's just working it out that first time. But once you've tried it and it works, you're like, oh my goodness, I totally could do this again. That will be your exact voice. So on your smaller tab, that's what I like about it too. It kind of tells me where to put the glue. So smaller tab, put your glue. I didn't put my lid on, so he's gone a bit claggy. You like this one, Megan? See, this is why everyone needs to come to OSR. This is the whole reason for showing you this today. Because it's the bestest. And these are the things that you're going to learn when you come along to our events. We have lots and lots of cool things for our next Session 1 event coming up in April. So please come along to see how easy that was. So we've got our 2 mechanisms and now we just stick them together. So just at the bottom there, and then that to that. Line that up on the side and at the bottom. Give that time to dry. And there's your little mechanism for the inside. And then with this set of products, the online exclusives, and I will show you it. I won't do the whole thing today because I know we've got lots to do today. But you've got a few things that you could do. You could even personalize it with these beautiful alphabets. You've also got the irresistible blooms with the dies that go with it, and those blooms will be perfect, exactly what we did with this one. You can build your blooms, build them out. You could even have this one here, because this is kind of like, I think it cuts it out though, this one, but you could have like a little frame sort of sitting behind there, and then you've got all these leaves just like we had in our previous one, so you could add these leaves behind it all and it will be absolutely perfect. Like, yeah, this will definitely gravitate to what we've just done. You could have, yeah, these ones here, and then on the front you can have these. You could add a sentiment. Just fantastic, aren't they? And then there's also the dies, the embossing folders as well with the online exclusives. So remember, these come out on Wednesday here in Australia, the 1st of March. And this one is probably Breno and I's favourite for a very, very long time. I think, in fact, it's probably somewhere over there because we've used it so much already. I took a risk for my biscuit and I used it in the online exclusive. I mean, we used it on the OSR. I'm like, I have a feeling, no, it's not in there, but I have a feeling that it's going to be around for a while, even though we don't know how long. But I feel like these dies, they come in a set of 3 and I just feel like they're just absolute winners. Stampin' Up have kicked it out of the park. Like this dotty one, oh, gorgeous. So if you wanted to, instead of paper on the inside, you could totally go for some embossing and have that as a texture in the background. So like so. So instead of in here, this paper, you could have this. You could also run the paper through and have, particularly this one here, the one that we love, not that one, this one. I think it would be really, like, it reminds me of that sort of, what was it called? Basil, I forget the name of it. But yeah, it would be gorgeous on that paper to add that texture. So that's just some of the online exclusives that are coming. But I will show you the prototype. I'll get that done and show you. But I do have a couple of things here that we did a couple of weeks ago together using the online exclusives. And that's these cards here that I did during my live. Was that 2 weeks ago? Yeah, it might have been 2 weeks ago, but these are really nice. So just look at those on YouTube to check them out. But this is all the online exclusive products. And we also did a card class with the amazing Amanda Shields. And I used the products there too. And I will be highlighting this probably on Tuesday. Yes, I will. This is my Tuesday post. So you're getting a sneak peek, everyone. Sneaky peek, Tuesday card. So here we see all of the online exclusive. Actually, this is another online exclusive, this paper. So this paper, I have actually sponged it because it's basic white. And I just absolutely adore it. I just think it's so, so pretty. And then the even the little dots, they are part of the online exclusive too. You do need to stick them down, but they are fantastic. And you can just see this whole card, like all of it is using the online exclusive. Even the background die there, doesn't it just come up so beautiful? And then the inside. So yeah, this is my card for Tuesday because we've got a blog hop with all the international highlight winners. So you get a bit of a sneaky peek, which is very exciting. I know it's so pretty, isn't it? That paper. Absolutely divine. And I love that we can colour it for whatever we want. So I just used the brushes and yeah, made that. I know, Tuesday card, stunning. So that will be really good timing because the next day you'll be able to get all of them if you haven't already, if you're not a demonstrator. But if you're a demonstrator, get it now for sure. That's on your demonstrator order. And I think that is most of the things that I want to share with you today. Was there anything else that anyone could think of? Maybe Bruno, you've got something that I've forgotten. The joining offer. Join our team. I'll do all my QR codes again. So fun. Oh, it's brilliant. Join now. I do need to find a way to increase the font size though, because I can't see anything. Yeah, you like that, Donna? Did that give you a few little ideas using the online exclusive? They're really beautiful products. I'll actually, I'll just share my screen with the online products again. So that's all of them there. So you've got the beautiful paper. What is it called? Naturally gilded, 12 by 12. You've got this set of 3 embossing folders. They're so beautiful. They're so worth it to have 3 embossing folders. The letters, this paper. I've used so much of the paper already. And yeah, gorgeous embellishments. So it's just a winner. And there's going to be more things coming Wednesday. So keep an eye out for all of the new, there's actually more coming that even demonstrators haven't got yet. So that's very exciting. And yes, we're catching up at 1 o'clock, Megan. Crazy Crafters, see you there. Anyone who joins from now till then, we'll see you at the exclusive Crazy Crafters. Good night, Nessa. Good to see you here. 1 o'clock, you do need your sleep, hey? Yeah. So thank you very much for being here, everyone. And I'm glad that everything other than the front-facing camera, I've learnt now the downward-facing camera, connect it, Kylie, and make sure you're not on mute. So they're the 2 things I've learnt today. But it will be schmicko. Do you like the QR codes? Were you happy with that little addition? I think it's brilliant. I'm so happy with the QR codes. We'll see what Bruno thinks. I didn't tell him I was going to do those. So, surprise! You can shop now. Click on the, scan the QR code to shop now if you live in Australia. Get your Saleabration items before they're gone forever. Remember, there's that beautiful farm paper. There's the paper that I used today. Oh, so many gorgeous things to get for free. So go for a little shop, and you could also join our team. If you want to join, here is the join link. Here we go. Join now. Hi. Join our team. You're going to love it. Yeah, the metallic paper is so perfect for sponging. Like absolutely perfect. And one last little pop-up, because, you know, I'm having fun with my pop-ups, is to come and get one of our classes, our class bundle. 12 classes, all in one bundle, only $21, which is about $1.75 Australian per class. Bargain. Ah, do you like that? Oh, good, Charlotte. Have you been able to work out QR codes? Did you try it? I hope you did. And yeah, just make sure you sign up for OSR, Online Stamping Retreat, so that you can get all of the information for April, which is not this Wednesday. Thank Thank you, Sue. Oh, so lovely to catch up with all of you, and I'm sure we'll see you next week for more fun, entertainment, games. Who knows what's going to happen? Even I don't. So we'll see you then, everyone. Bye. See you soon.